Hey everybody, I'm Lisa Rowberry, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. We are finishing up a week of Bring Back My Bar voting. Have you cast your votes? Have you cast your votes several times? Is your favorite in the top 20? Definitely let me know. I have definitely done my fair share of voting, so I figured since we are ending the week of Bring Back My Bar voting, I figured I would take the opportunity to share my top 25 Bring Back My Bar scent recommendations for the nominees that are available to bring back this season. Now, if you are newer to Scentsy or newer to my channel and you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, I did a video explaining what Bring Back My Bar is and the voting process and all of that jazz, so definitely check that out if you are unfamiliar. But today I'm going to talk about, like I said, my top 25 recommendations just from my personal experience. There's a ton of scents there that I haven't even had a chance to try. I'm super intrigued by a few of them, so but I just don't have experience with. So I'm gonna name off 25 that I do have experience with, that I do really love, and even some that I actually still have bars of that I hang on to because they're just that good, whether they're in my club or I just hang on to them because they aren't in my club and they're just that good. But let's go ahead and get started. If you are not familiar with the voting process, stick around to the end of the video. We will do a few rounds of voting together. You can vote for 5 fragrances. They don't have to be the same fragrances. If you want them to be, you can use all 5 votes for the same fragrance if you really want to, or you can choose 5 different ones and you can vote every 5 minutes. So it's not only 5 votes. You can come back and vote as many times as you would like, as long as you take a little 5-minute break in between times. So let's go ahead and get started with my 25 recommendations. This is not in any particular order, but of course you guys know I'm gonna have to say my sweet plum pastry. I got so many messages from you guys when you guys saw that sweet plum pastry was available to vote for Bring Back My Bar, because the last few rounds of Bring Back My Bar, I mean, the last time that sweet plum pastry was available for Bring Back My Bar was back when it was right before Scentsy Club was launched. So so that's why I know exactly when it was, because they launched Scentsy Club and then they told us, well, you know, unfortunately the Bring Back My Bars, because I think it was like a month difference, and they said, you know, unfortunately the Bring Back My Bars are not going to be available to add because it's after the fact, right? And then they said, okay, just kidding, you can go ahead and add it. So that's why I'm able to have sweet plum pastry in my club, but I am, you know, it would be kind of cool to see it come back so I can buy like a few more bars of it. It's so good. And not only for that, like, to be totally honest, for those of you who haven't had a chance to try this scent out, I hope you get a chance to try it because it is so wonderful, especially if you love bakery scents. This is just, it's home. Like, this is just so good. It's rich, it's sweet, it's buttery, it's decadent, and I just love it. So I really hope that it does come back for those of you who haven't had a chance to give it a try. Whether or not you add it to your club is totally up to you, but it had to make my list. So not necessarily one I'm voting like crazy for, because like I said, I would like to see some newer scents come out so that we can give them a try. But I have been casting a few votes for it so that my friends who haven't had a chance to give it a try do have a chance. But it wouldn't surprise me to see that one show up this December. So sweet plum pastry had to make my list. Next one that has to make my list, and it's kind of been going back and forth in the top 20. I think I've only seen it in the top 20 just for a brief moment, so I don't know if it's gonna make it, but I'm still gonna keep voting. Very Perry Pumpkin. Oh, it's so good. This is like, oh man, and I know it's not going to be available until December, but I would just add it to my club. I would buy a bunch of bars. I already have a few of them and I've been hanging on to them, and they're kind of starting to get a little bit sweaty, just a little. I don't even care. They can get as juicy as they want. I'm going to hang on to them and I'm going to cherish them until it comes back for Bring Back My Bar and I can add it into my Scentsy club. This is just so good because there's no spice to it. It's sweet pear and sweet pumpkin, and it's fall fabulousness. And especially if you like pumpkin scents, but you don't like the added like spice that tends to be in a lot of fall fragrances, this doesn't have any of that spice. It's just pear and pumpkin, and it's so good. It's so good. So I mean, this might be my number 2. I might even be, I mean, if I'm gonna be totally like selfish, I already have sweet plum pastry in my club. Now I want it for you guys, I really do, but I would like to see Very Perry Pumpkin come back just so that I can add it into my club so that I don't have to hoard my bars anymore. I'm so thankful for my girlfriend. She actually had some bars and she was like, here, I know how much you love this. And I was like, I could kiss your feet. They're so good. Okay, moving right along. The next one, as you can see, I have several bars of these for good reason because they're so good. Saint Nickerdoodle. This one was a bar during the holiday season for a like limited time collection, and this is my last bar of it, and it's so good. This is just, it's a Snickerdoodle. That's all it is. It's bakery, it's cookie, it's got that little bit of sweet cinnamon. It's wonderful. So it had to make my list. So Saint Nickerdoodle. Next one, here's a little spoiler alert. And this, I actually popped this into my warmers before the voting started. So you're gonna see this in my empties video when I get around to doing that. But this is spiced pear. So when I saw this pop up, it was actually going in my warmers when I pulled up the voting on Monday. And I was like, how funny is that? And this one was my be proud moment because this is a bar I've been hoarding for a little while. Spiced pear. It's really nice. It's sweet pear. There's a little bit of like a vanilla finish, but there is that like fall spice. It's not cinnamon. It's like nutmeg. It's like a sweeter spice. It's just fall. Like it's a fall warmth almost with sweet pear and like finished with vanilla. It's really, really nice. So spiced pear has gotten a few of my votes for sure. Next one is, and I do have bars of this because I have it in my club, and that's Simply Vanilla. And that's one of the ones that does tend to come back from time to time, but for good reason. It's just a beautiful floral vanilla scent without it being bakery. So if you are someone who, I don't know if this even exists, but if you are someone who you like vanilla scents, but you don't like heavy bakery, this is your type of vanilla because it's not a bakery vanilla. It's what I like to call a floral vanilla. So Simply Vanilla has to make my list. Next one is Pumpkin Marshmallow. And I know I've been talking to a few of my friends about this one because it is obviously on the list. That's why we're talking about it. This is one that I am hoarding several bars of. And this is one that people either love or hate. And a lot of people don't care for this one. I happen to be someone who I love this one. This to me just smells like sweet canned pumpkin, like the canned pumpkin that you would make for like pumpkin pie filling, but no added spice. It's just pumpkin, that sweet canned pumpkin with a little bit of marshmallow finish. It's so good. I do really, really love this one. So I have several bars of this one before it retired. I stocked up on a few, and then it wound up in the clearance section at one point, and I was like, okay, I need like 75 bars. So not really 75 bars, so don't get snarky for those of you who are like, see, that's why there's nothing left for anybody else. Not really 75 bars, but I did grab some for myself to hoard for a little bit. So yeah, Pumpkin Marshmallow had to make my list. Another one that is in my Scentsy club that a lot of people are like, wait, what, why? Quiver. I love Quiver. That one, and that one's gonna stay in my club because it is so different. It is a romantic, musky bedroom scent, and I love it. It's wonderful. Another one is Plum and White Woods. That one I believe was a scent of the month. I did really, really enjoy that one. So that's a perfect like wintertime scent for sure. So that one's really good. Lemon Coconut Chiffon. I think I've got another bar that I'm like hoarding around here somewhere. If I don't, then I would really love to see this one come back. I think it was in my club at one point, and then I ended up removing it. I don't know if it would be necessarily club worthy or not, but oh man, it is so good. Lemon Coconut Chiffon is a sweet lemon. You do just get a hint of coconut, but I don't know if it's really like you smell it and you smell coconut, or if it just adds like a sweetness to like this lemon, this like velvety lemon cake almost. It's really, really nice. So another one would be Cotton Candy Cookie. This one is an amazing performer. This one is in my club, and it was available during the springtime. So I don't know if it will make a comeback because it was just available not too long ago for a limited time like Easter collection, but that one is really, really good in my experience. One I would like to see come back is Lavender Vanilla, especially because we don't have any real lavender scents right now. That would be a nice one. Lavender Vanilla is a really, really great like staple scent. Another one that I do have is Lavender and White Balsam, and I do really like this because there's nothing else like this that Scentsy offers. I love this because you get that like herbal note from the lavender, but then you get this really nice Christmas tree type scent. It's so good. I do really like this because like I said, it adds that like lavender herbal kind of feel along with that balsam note, which is really nice. So I've got one bar of that left. Huckleberry Sage, of course that has to make my list. Now that one is one that tends to come and go from time to time, but I do really love it. It's a beautiful, sweet winterberry kind of scent. It was my first ever Scentsy heartbreak. If you've been with me for any amount of time, you've heard about my Scentsy heartbreak story, and this is why I'm so happy that Scentsy Club exists. Huckleberry Sage, I can blame my like hoarding tendencies. When things, when they were getting ready to retire, I would like stock up on a bunch of bars of stuff before Scentsy Club was around because I was afraid I would ever be without it. So luckily Scentsy Club is around now, so I don't have to worry about needing to hoard. Another one that is in my Scentsy Club is French Kiss, and this one is really, really nice as well. This is a dupe for Bath & Body Works Brown Sugar and Fig. So if you really love brown sugar and fig, this one's a really good one. I love that kind of earthy fig note. I know not everyone is a fan. Basically any scent that Scentsy has come out with any fig in it, I've always been kind of crazy over. And this is really nice. So I had to make my list, and this one is a really great performer as well. The next one I would recommend, we're on number 15, is Dazzling Pomegranate. That one was a scent of the month a couple years back now. Totally perfect winter fruity fragrance. Totally perfect. Love it. It was a really great performer. And I can't say enough good things about it. Really nice. One that I'm actually surprised is in there is Coconut Vanilla Orchid. That one, I would say, I have voted several times for because I do really, really enjoy it, but I would see that more as like a spring summer type scent. That's just me, but I'm not going to be mad if I see it come back because it's really, really good. Another one, this is the last like bar I have to show you, is Cherry Almond Pie. Shut your mouth. Oh, it's so good. It just smells like that cherry almond pie. That's exactly what it smells like. It's so nice. I love it because you have a good balance between the sweetness of the cherry, the nuttiness of the almond, and you have just that like kind of like buttery crust pie note to it. It's a wonderful balance, and this is a powerhouse, friends. This is really, really strong. I love it. I love it during this time of year when we're just getting ready to get ready for fall, and it's fantastic. Next one is Boho. I have like 2 cubes left of Boho. I do. I love Boho. It's a really, really great fragrance. That one was around, it did come back for Bring Back My Bar, but it was before Scentsy Club was a thing, which is why it's not in my club, but Boho is definitely on my list. Another one that makes my list is Blackberry Meringue. That one, it didn't make the cut for my Scentsy Club cuts, but it's really, really good, and that would definitely be one I would want to purchase a few bars of to enjoy again because it's a really, really great, it's a great performer. It's a great, it's sweet, it's tart, it's bakery, really, really nice. Another one is Almond Cookie. You know me, I'm not gonna turn down any of the bakery scents because they're fantastic, but there are some on my list that I do want to try if they come out. Hopefully there'll be quite a few bakery scents, but I get it. Not everybody is into bakery, so we gotta make sure everybody's happy. Another scent that makes my list, number 21, is A Wink and a Smile. I love this one. This is another one that I feel like is really kind of more appropriate for the spring and summer months for me personally, but I'm not mad at it, so definitely a great one. One that has to make my list is Creamy Nutmeg as well. Number 23 is Toasted Coconut Amaretto. I think that one was only around for, it hasn't come out for Bring Back My Bar, and I think when it was released in a catalog, I think it was only around for one season, and I know it was a fall and winter season, but it was really, really good. I loved that amaretto note and the toasted coconut along with it. It was just a really great balance because that amaretto can be kind of rich, and then that toasted coconut adds this like sweetness to it, and I just remember loving it so much. Another one, number 24 that makes my list is Orange Clove Pomander. I actually just went through the very last bar I have Orange Clove Pomander. Totally perfect fall and winter scent. Love it so much. Great, great performer. Number 25, and it was hard to pick 25, like, because I could have kept going. But number 25 is Oats and Honey. That's just a good, honestly, any time of year scent. It's really, really great. Like, I can totally see wanting to add it to my Scentsy Club and like having it as a staple in the house. Like, just when you're not really sure what you want to warm, Oats and Honey, that sounds good. It's like one of those like simply vanilla. Like, it's one of those where you don't really know what you feel like. Oats and Honey is gonna be okay for you. So really good. A few that I do want to try, I would love to see come back. Orange chiffon cake, orange almond biscotti, exotic vanilla. There's even like a carrot seed one that's totally, I don't know why, but it just intrigues me. Yeah, you'll see how many scents are there if you haven't already, but we are gonna hop into the office and we are going to check out the voting process. If you are not familiar, do a couple rounds of voting with me. Let's see what we can do. I already discussed my favorites with you guys, but now let's go ahead and do some voting. So you can go onto my website or you can go onto your consultant's website and you will see this red banner up here at the top that says vote now for your favorite retired Scentsy bars in Bring Back My Bar. So you can click here, or if you don't see this banner, because some people are saying I don't see it, you can scroll down and you'll see a Bring Back My Bar banner here. So you'll see the Bring Back My Bar picture and it says vote for Bring Back My Bar today. So you can click vote now. And then so here you will see kind of some of the instructions as well as the timeline for when the voting ends. And the voting ends tomorrow, you guys. So get your votes in. You can cast your votes every 5 minutes. So you can definitely vote for plenty, that is for sure. So the winners will be announced on September 18th and they will be released this coming December. So one thing that is really nice about this Bring Back My Bar voting is you will see on the upper left-hand side of the top 20 scents, you will see a little top 20 banner here, which is nice. And if you have been voting this week, you will see that that top 20 adjusts very frequently. So they are tallying the votes and they are adjusting the top 20 fragrances as the votes are coming in. So you will have seen that these have been moving around quite a bit. So if you are seeing something in your top 20 or in the top 20, or maybe you're seeing your favorite scent that's not in the top 20, cast extra votes. So you can cast 5 votes every 5 minutes. And we're going to do a couple of rounds together. So we'll do this together. If you see a scent that you have never heard of, like, so you take this scent, for instance, All You Need Is Love. Now, I'm familiar with this scent, but maybe you're newer to Scentsy and you're like, well, I don't know what All You Need Is Love smells like. So you can click on details. So when you click on details, that's going to give you the description. Whisper sweet somethings with coconut sugar, creamy vanilla, and Bing cherry. It's so good, you guys. But yeah, so you can click on the details here if it's a scent that is not self-explanatory by the name, like Absolutely Apricot. That's going to be a little bit more self-explanatory. So you can scroll down and you can check out what scents are available. In the beginning of this week, I think there were some glitches going on. There were some scents that had shown up, like Camu showed up, and that makes me nervous because I'm like, wait, so does that mean it's not coming back spring and summer? Like, what does this mean? So, but that was removed. So I think that was a mistake. And I know they had a little bit of some glitches here and there. So anyways, so you can go through Boho. I'm really excited to see this one come back. I hope it comes back. I mean, even though it's top 20 right now, that doesn't mean it's secured. This can change by the moment, but it's going to get one of my votes for now. So once you click on one of these for your votes, you'll see it pop down here, and this lets you know how many bars you have remaining. So That's nice. This one, it's a really good one. A bohemian fragrance of clove-studded winter apples entwined with juicy black plums, candied mulberries, and cinnamon sticks. It's a really good fall scent. So we'll keep scrolling down. There are so many really interesting looking scents. Like this carrot seed, I don't know why, but it totally intrigues me. Not that like I would want it maybe in my club, but I totally want to give it a try. So anyways, so let's keep scrolling through here. Let's cast some votes, friends. Coconut Vanilla Orchid. This one was a really good one. That's really kind of more spring and summer in my opinion, but what do I know? So, I know that my Very Perry Pumpkin has to get some of my votes today, so we'll be doing that. But I'd love to see some, jack-o'-lantern. I would love to see some of these, like some of the ones that come back pretty frequently. While I love them, like it would be really nice to see some new ones pop in here. Pumpkin simmered with ginger, cloves, cinnamon, and a dash of nutmeg. I'm all here for all of the pumpkin scents. Mandarin Moon is a top 20. So good. Orange Clove Pomander. That's a really, really good fall and winter one too. That one made my list, I think. We gotta give it a vote. Okay, we've got 2 more votes, friends. 2 more votes. Pumpkin Marshmallow. I gotta do it. And then I'll do Very Perry Pumpkin. You're probably like, you're not voting for Sweet Plum Pastry. I'm gonna be voting for Sweet Plum Pastry. Don't you worry. It's in the top 20. But I also want to vote for my Very Perry Pumpkin. So now you have filled up your 5 spots and it says submit your votes. So you can type in your information here and submit votes. Dun, da, da, da. Thank you. And now you can tell your friends. So if you would like to, you can share it on Facebook, on Twitter. And this is just letting you know, okay, you're done voting for the next 5 minutes. So go grab yourself a tea. So let's wait 5 minutes and let's do another round of voting, shall we? So we'll go ahead and click up here. And now let's vote for a few more here. I am actually really super intrigued by a few of these. Dazzling Pomegranate is a really good one. That's a really good winter scent, which is why it made my list, of course. Forever Yours. That one takes me back to when I first joined Scentsy. I love that one. I have voted for it a couple of times. Lavender and White Balsam for sure. Let's see what else we have. You would think I would know this list like the back of my hand at this point because I have voted so many times. Oh, and then these bars remind me, Exotic Vanilla. Yep. Where are you at? Sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy. I have to remember, people are watching this. Exotic Vanilla. Bink. Bink. Submit. And we'll wait for another 5 minutes. Friends, let's do one more round of voting. Now, I know you guys kind of have gotten the idea at this point, but I figure we'll just do one more round. So as I mentioned before, you will see that the little top 20 banner will move around quite a bit as the votes are coming in. So make sure you are voting a couple times a day if you're able to make sure that your favorite scent is going to make it in the top 20. So let's see here. What are we going to vote for this round? Now, I continue to vote. I vote a couple times a day. I don't vote literally every 5 minutes, but I do, when I'm thinking about it, when I'm checking my emails, I'll hop on and I will, I'll place some votes. So, okay, let's see. What are we gonna vote for this round? I think I am gonna vote for Forever Yours. That one was such a good one. Oh, see, just a little bit ago, Mandarin Moon was in the top 20, and now it's not. I love Mandarin Moon, but I'm like, you know, am I going to use my votes on it? Because we have Rise and Sunshine, but Mandarin Moon was really good. Pumpkin Marshmallow, it's in the top 20 for the moment. For the moment. I will be surprised if it stays there, but I would be really happy for sure. Ooh, Rum Raisin Cookie, that's another good one. Simply Vanilla, really, really good one, you guys. Give another vote to my Sweet Plum Pastry. Toasted Coconut Amaretto, so good. Vanilla Ode. My mom actually had this going in her house when I went to see her this week, and oh man, it was so good. Let's do... Decisions. Pear Crumble. Oh, there's my 5. Would you look at that? Happened so quick. Submit votes. All right, friends, so now that we have casted a few rounds of votes, I hope that makes it a little bit more clear for those of you who haven't had a chance to place your votes yet. Don't forget the voting ends tomorrow night. So if you see some of your favorite scents on the lineup, be sure to cast your votes. 5 votes, you can vote every 5 minutes. I am so excited to see what ends up making it into the final Bring Back My Bar December 2020 lineup. I know it's gonna be amazing. So let me know in the comments what you are most excited to see come back. It's gonna be really great. Like I said, no matter what the lineup ends up being, just looking at what scents are available, I think it's gonna be pretty awesome. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. We will find out next month who the winners are, and we will welcome them back in December. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.